Hello, 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 all my awesome, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 4 of Gutterworld. So, I got done messaging my brother and I found out the way he wants to go. And guess what we get to do today? We are going to purchase the next piece of property over, and we are going to get some trees cleared today. Meanwhile, our worker, Mr. we don't know what his name is yet, but he's over here doing course play. He's finishing seeding the grass. As you can see, expected yield 98, but it's perfect, so 99 there. So after a few cycles, it'll be fine. All right, so let's get going. We have to take out a $140,000 loan, and it's because it's $78,000 for the property, and I want to buy the Brooks because there's lots and lots of trees to do, and I want to go ahead and just own it outright. So first and foremost, let's get down to our little dollar sign. You guys can see we don't have any loan, but we have a bank balance of $69.08. We need all the way to $140,000. There we go. Just going even hard thing. And now we are going to go buy the next piece of property over. Boom. And now we are going to buy the Brooks for $58,000. And we'll be pretty close at where we need to be left off at. There we go. Right just about back where we were at before. So now what we're going to do, well, first of all, let me do this real quick. I got to do it. You guys know how it works. You're going to lose the game sounds, but you're not going to lose me. And yes, we are recording. I like to make sure during it. So now we have decided to do the next property over and make up our money from the trees that can pay back our loan, and then we'll make more money from silage, and bada bing, bada boom, and I'm not allowed to say it. Eventually, we're going to have to save up and get us some sheds to put some of our equipment. There's the Brooks. I forgot that I moved the store deliveries over here. So let's double check on our sheep while we're waiting for him to finish up. We got to keep an eye on his seeds and fertilizer real quick. Yes. 99% yield, so we're right there. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, 113. I'm hoping they make some decent money. Eventually, this is enough for 400 sheep. Now, I had to bring this up a little bit here because the when it put it in, it put the fence like you could see underneath it. So, but I figured we don't drive over there too much anyway, so I'll just kind of bring that up over there. Let's put in, let's do this while we're waiting. And we got a little bit kind of extra money. A little bit. Let's put in, let's see what kind of lights we can put in for the farm. Just so we can make sure that we are maintaining some lighting issues. I like this one. I like this here. But I don't want it to be in my way. So we're going to wait on that a little bit. Let's, now is he going to go up and down here? Let's see where he's at. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to fire him, and we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to raise this up. Because otherwise we don't have nothing to do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down here since he did this. Raise that up so we're not dragging it along the ground. Nice. All right, so now we're going to get gonna do this. I'm gonna set my controller down real quick. I'm gonna detect the width. All right. There. Now we'll talk while we're doing it. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing awesome. And I'm hoping you guys are doing fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, everybody. Oh, man, what some wonderful comments. What some amazing things. I did notice that a few people that we were having issues with the community have been basically called out on. And it is nice that you guys are holding each other accountable and things like that. So, you know, going forward, just make sure that if you're seeing somebody doing something that they shouldn't be, you know, as far as hurting other players. Everybody's entitled to play any way they want, how they want, as long as they are using the right things that they're doing. So, we don't want people stealing other people's ideas. We don't want people stealing other people's mods. We want people to play the game. We're not that community. We'll leave that for the Call of Duty people and the other gaming communities that are out there. And I'm not saying that they're not bad either, because some of them are pretty good people, and I know many of them, and I was friends with many of them in the Call of Duty community. So we're not here to bash people and make people feel bad. We just want to make sure that, especially in the farm sim community, that we're holding each other accountable as far as when we're doing something that's not necessarily on the up and up. Okay? So, you know, if you guys see people that are stealing mods or using mods, don't be mean and don't be rude about it, because then I'll have to reprimand you. I'll have to put you in your place, if you know what I mean. We want to be nice about it, but we do want to hold each other accountable. It is very, very important that we hold our community here to a higher standard of than other communities. And it's because we are, as a community as a whole, we're generally older people. There are some younger people, and they're all welcome. Everybody is welcome in this community, and it's nice to see all the age groups and gender groups and everything together playing one game and doing it their way. And I love each and every one of you for joining me on this journey. But we also have to hold each other accountable as far as, you know, what we're doing, you know, without getting too negative and without getting too crazy about it, because I don't want to do that. That's not what our channel is about. That is for sure. But we do want to hold ourselves to a higher standard. That was one thing that I've learned from a couple of my mentors, and you guys know who they are, that we just have to hold each other to that level. We have to. We have to. There is no choice about it. But welcome in, everybody, and we are here on the hinterland map, in case you are asking. This is a series for my brother Gutterball, by my brother Gutterball. So basically what happens, let me explain to you a little bit. Everything on this map is... Oops, had an itch on my elbow. Sorry, I almost drove into the next plot of land, seeding the grass that I shouldn't have. There, got rid of that itch. Goodbye, itch, goodbye. My brother Gutterball has put so much time and energy and effort into this channel that I figured what I would do is let him decide and design and play the game through the eyes of Fury, so that you guys can all see. I chose the animals. He chooses the farm build and the layout of the fields and, you know, that sort of thing. I probably will choose the factories. So it's a collaboration between him and I, but it is a series. I want to make sure that I'm giving him the love that he deserves. A lot of you guys don't see the ins and outs and the behind the scenes of how much work he does, how many comments he reads, how many comments. There's a lot of comments out there that your boy Fury doesn't even see, because Gutterball takes care of it. And Mrs. Gutterball, you know, she's just as involved too, so we have to give her a shout out, and she's going to be super excited when she hears that I shouted her out, because she deserves it as well. Other than that, I think we're doing well. I think that you guys are a great bunch of family members, and for those of you who are new to the channel, I don't call my subscribers. I call you guys family members, because there's two reasons why I do that. One is because I really believe it's kind of rude and this is just my opinion and only my opinion. You're subscribing to my channel, and that's great, but it doesn't cost anything. So to me, a subscription would be something that you would pay for, and I don't require any payment whatsoever. Although if you are in a good spot, that you can join the Fury Machine Gaming for money, which will give access to a lot of higher tier stuff, and great things like that. So that's always an option too. But my main normal subscribers, I don't request any money from you guys. I don't request. So if somebody comes on and says, hey, Fury asked me for some money, you know darn well it's not Fury doing it. Because I don't ask anybody for money, and I don't request anybody, and I don't throw anybody under the bus. Yeah. So other than that, I think we're doing well. I'm going to challenge you guys to head on over. I just watched episode 10 of Grizzly Bear Sims back to Thornton Farm. He is playing a role-playing series on Thornton Valley Farm, or Thornton Farm, I think it is. I don't think there's a valley in it. I think it's just Thornton Farm. He's got a couple of characters. He's got Abner, who was driving the harvester today. He was episode 10. He was corn chaff. That's what he was doing. He was getting chaff off of corn, and Abner was driving the harvester, and Grizzly was unloading it. And he's got Smithy and a soon-to-be Mrs. Smithy, and he's got Mr. Thornton. So head on over there, check out his videos, give him a shout out. But here's what I want you guys to do. I used to have you guys go on over and say, hey, tell them that Fury sent you, but you know what? We're past that now. What I want you guys to do I want you guys to do now is I'm challenging you to make a comment on something that he said in the video. And make the comment on something that he said in the video down the line. Like, don't do it like sign on to his video for the first 30 seconds and say, oh, hey, Grizzly, this is what I heard, you know. Blah, blah, blah. No, I want you guys to, I'm challenging you guys to watch a little bit more of his videos. Now, he puts out generally shorter videos than Fury does, but each and every one of us has a place in this community. To all those content creators that are watching my channel, hey, just keep on grinding, keep on being you, and you'll get there someday. Trust me. I'm still very small fish in this great big pond that we call content creator. But I have the greatest family community on the planet, and each content creator, or AKA YouTuber, has their own little mini community. And I believe that our community here, the ones that come back and faithfully watch, the Christophers, the Barts, the people that are commenting every old cranky guys coming, Big A, my brother Gutterball, Grizzly Bear Sims, the guys that are coming and commenting every video, we have the greatest community on the planet. We really, 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 really do. So I'm noticing that the seeds are flying a little bit faster than what I would expected, but we're doing okay. This is just a grass field. It's nothing major, nothing crazy. We're just using this to feed our sheep. What I am discovering, and I'm not going to be, you guys know me, I am brutally honest with mods. I am brutally honest with maps. I'm brutally honest with gameplay. You guys know I don't cut any corners, and I tell you how it is. Omatana, she made amazing mods. She made them cheap. She made them great. It's great. But so far, the sheep milk is not making me what I would have expected. But I have to give her a shot because, after all, I only have 50 sheep. So I have to make sure once the pen is full, F200, and we'll see where we're at that point. But then I'll give my honest review of the mod. We're going to hold off on giving that review until we see where we're at. As you guys can see up in the left-hand corner, it is now Wednesday. I got started a little bit earlier than I normally do, which is exciting. Kind of tuning in to the basketball playoffs. You guys know I'm a sports nut. So I'm watching the play-in tournament for the NBA. For many of you that follow sports, and for many of you who don't, I'm sorry, but your boy Fury loves his sports, and that's okay, because we all have our own likes and dislikes in this world, and we're all doing the same thing. We all live on this great rock together, and we're all trying to do the same thing. And that's why I picked the design of my channel the way I did. We are a family fun channel here. We don't curse, we don't swear, we don't talk politics, we don't bash other channels. We do, however, call channels out that are doing things not so up and up, if you know what I mean. So you don't, like I said earlier, just don't be rude and don't be mean, because however that person decides to run their channel is absolutely up to them. So I don't want people to get into the habit of, you know, every time they see something that they think is wrong, that they're nailing people, because I don't want it that way. That's not what this is about. But when you absolutely know that they're doing something not up and up, and what I mean by that is, if you know for a fact that you have a friend or whatever that's a modder and has not released a mod, and this person's using it without permission, say, hey, please don't use that mod on camera, but be nice about it, please. Please, 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 for your boy Fury, just be nice if you're going to call somebody out. Don't be mean, don't be rude. Just, you know, very politely say, hey, that is not a mod you're supposed to use. If you see people that are using other people's ideas, a.k.a. crash counter, a.k.a. Literally word for word using something that somebody else is using, for example, a title of their video, or a play style of their video. Now, granted, I myself have used other people's ideas, but what I think is on the up and up is what you need to do is, if you're going to use someone's ideas, you need to let that person know you're going to use the ideas, and then you need to, in your video, incorporate the fact that you are using someone else's ideas, and then explain what you're going to do differently. You know, we all have ideas, and we all have these great ideas in our heads, but I want people to... I'm going to have to get seeds after this. I only got 113 left. We all have great ideas, and it's frustrating as all get out when you tune into a video, and you've worked hard to come up with an idea that somebody else hasn't, and then somebody is literally using the first 3 minutes of your video, of their video, as the exact word for word yours. And I don't buy the fact of somebody... All right, we're going to... Okay, this cedar is gravity driven, so there is no turning on and off. But anyway, so there is, to me, there is no... Well, I play a little bit different. If you never acknowledge the person, and you've never brought it up that it's somebody else's original idea, then it nullifies everything that you've done. It really does. Here's the seeds. And then we're going to open up this. And this should... There we go. Now we'll shut it. We'll drop this here. We'll pick up this little bit here. We don't want any patches in our grass. But that's all I want you guys to do. I do not, if I hear that you guys are doing it wrong, I will reprimand you, and you'll be probably removed from my channel. Calling somebody out is one thing. Calling somebody out rude and mean is another. You know, I want you guys to be fully aware that Fury doesn't tolerate that. Okay? So that's all I want to bring up about that. Yeah, because lately we've had a couple of... I've had this discussion before when I was on Calmston about people stealing mods, and how important it is to me, because I'm a modder, how important it is to me to keep the integrity of mods. But the last, I would say, probably month, I have witnessed more theft of mods, more theft of ideas, more theft of Let's Plays, flat out, like, theft of it. And I don't care if the person puts out a video and then comes on later, episode 2 or 3, and says, oh, well, I got this idea from this person or this person. It's too late. You've already brought in you've already copied, literally, you know, an idea. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't ideas out there that overlap, because we're all human, and there's 340 million of us on this in the United States alone, and billions of us in the world. You're going to have some overlap of ideas. You really are. I found out later from my brother that there's another 2 brothers farming out there. that is out there, but I never even knew that, but we came up with it first. I do believe we were the first ones. Now, like I said, here's where we fall into that conundrum, and I wanted to bring this up. We fall into the conundrum of we all don't watch every single channel out there, so there is absolutely no way that you would know that you are copying somebody. If I put out a video, say Grizzly Bear Sims puts out a video, and then I come and I do an idea and it's literally the same as his, I can't know that because he might have dropped his video and I haven't watched it yet, or vice versa, you know what I mean? So, but generally speaking, if you find somebody that is doing that, that's why I said, you know, be polite, be nice about it, and say things like, hey, didn't this person use that video? And then they can go check it out, and then their very episode 2 that they come out with, they can say, ooh, I can't use that because somebody else is using that. We're going to change it. You don't have to start a complete another Let's Play. That's ridiculous. Nobody's asking you to do that. Recording time is expensive. I'm just asking people to lay off with the, let's try to keep it as original as we can. And please, for your boy Fury's sake, you know, the mods theft is ridiculous. There is a lot of sites out there that are just flat out stealing mods from people and putting them out and saying they're theirs, and they're not. But we've had that discussion before, and we're not going to continue on it. And I hope that said person is watching my videos still. He used to be a family member here, and he no longer is, from what I understand. But I'm hoping he still comes and watches it, because I want him to know that people are recognizing the theft. We are recognizing the stealing of ideas. You know, and I kind of blame some of the social media about that, because some of the advertisements that are coming out for YouTube specific is saying, hey, you know, don't be afraid to copy somebody that, you know, if you find a play style that you like and you're watching this guy's video, don't hesitate to copy it. That's not the way Farm Sim community works. And one last thing on that, and then we're going to drop that. We're going to go back to farming. This, I guess I have to address it very politely and very nice. This, if you're going to go around and say things like hashtag this or hashtag that or hashtag Farm Sim Love or whatever, make sure that you're living that montage, and make sure that the person that came up with it is the proper person that came up with it, and not somebody that somebody is just saying they're the ones that came up with it. Because in our little community that I was in before, there was a lot of them going around saying hashtag Farm Sim Love, and they were giving a person credit for coming up with it, and they're not the ones that came up with it. I certainly am not the one that came up with Crash Counter. You know, that's definitely was not me. I do believe, I think it was Farmer Cop that came up with it before me. But I've definitely let him know, and I've said, hey, I say it all the time, but I'm definitely not the person that came up with that. That's for sure. So, you know, there's a lot of overlapping ideas, and there's a lot of overlapping stuff, but if you're going to sit on your, and I'm talking specifically to the content creators, if you're going to specifically go on your channel and say things like hashtag Farm Sim Love and spread the love, then be prepared to do it. Don't just, you know, say it because everyone else is saying it, and, you know, that sort of thing. And that's it. And now we've got that out of the way, and we've done that. And because you guys know, for me to come out and say a few things about things, it's important. Okay? So other than that, I think we are golden. I think we're ready to go continue on this. But now you guys understand why it's I kind of stay away from role-playing, because let's just use Grizzly as another example. Say he's doing his Smithy and Abner and whatever role-play, and I accidentally put out one that is the same, I use the same names. Oh, man, then you start stepping on toes, and then you start using someone else's idea, and then we're right back into this whole thing of this. So now you know why I just come on and I usually just play. and I explain to you guys what's going on. I've tried to role play things before. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not above them, but I will do my research first and make sure that nobody is using the names I'm using and nobody's using the terminology that I'm using, just because I want to protect the integrity of Farm Sim. It's a very, 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 very awesome community, very awesome place that we have here, and many, 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 many smart people play this game. Many people that are technological wizards, way, way, way smarter than your boy Fury, that is for sure. But my channel has always been about heart, and it's always been about holding myself to a higher standard, and making sure that we are on here and giving lots and lots of praise to people, and lots of admiration on my channel. And many of you who's been here a long time, I call you guys my OGs. Many of you guys who have been my OGs have known that I haven't changed. I may not have a specific play style, but I do have a specific way I do my videos. Like, for example, my intro, my outro. And you guys know that my outro, though, I did not come up with. I come up with my version of it, but it is in homage to EP. And I had started using it before he passed away, so... but he knew about it because I did email him, and I did get his permission. And I did ask him if it was okay. And, of course, most people don't usually care. But I changed the words around a little bit, but it's the same thing. And I think it's great. I think it's that sort of thing. But my intro, I've had to change twice because I caught people stealing it. And so that's where it comes up. You know, my whole fantastic thing. All of a sudden, I went onto this one channel, and I found somebody using, you know, fantastic. And I was like, really? I was like, I can't even say my own saying anymore. So, you know, it is what it is. An 8, 1 and 8, as Gutterball would say. All right, so you guys, now we have the grass field asserted. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I don't think I set up the... I don't think you can. I wanted to set up the roller thing, because I do have the roller configuration on these seeders. But I don't think I set it up. That's okay. Because that's why I think it's only giving us 99%, because I didn't roll it, and I don't want to buy a roller. Yeah, because it's only giving us 100. Well, it's giving us 99 out of 100. So that's pretty darn good. I'll take it. 55 out of 55 nitrogen, and it's perfect. Can't ask for anything better. All right, so now guess what we get to do? Now you guys get to witness the other hand. Whoops. I have to take the weight off this first. You guys get to see the Brux in action selling point. As I told you guys before, I gave you guys a mod review on the mobile sell point. Now I'm going to show you guys, especially my brother. I'm going to... Let's see if we can flip that right around. See that? We don't play games here. We don't play games here. All right, get that all set up. Now, many of you have seen the Brux in action before, but many of you have not seen it used like this. I'm going to get in here so we can go a little closer. Now, you guys know we bought that other piece of property over there. So we are going to get this set up on here. My little baby wagon, I call it. I don't even think that this would even hold, like, it's crazy. It's like Pavel. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But anyways, let's grab this. And as you guys can hear, listen, sounds like a sawmill, doesn't it? Because it's placeable. I think I might have showed that last time. I'm not quite sure. All right. Make sure I don't have my super strength on. I don't. All right. So we have to drive nice and slow, but we're going to go and we're going to get this going. I'm going to show you guys how much money we actually make. So let's actually go and we'll clear down behind it first. And now we own this Brux. So let's see if we can get our $140,000 back real quick. All right, here we go. $5,500 for that. Oh, and I got a positive score, Gutterball. I got a positive score. We've been so long on St. Cali that we've got negative scores, and I don't know what it is, but I got a positive one just now. Another one. Woohoo! We are on a roll, baby. Baby. You guys now see how it works. Let me get into a clearing here. All right, so this Brux, you can get this off the Sim Game Alliance. That's the only place this Brux is. And why am I bouncing? There. The stump cutter's underneath, so every time that you chop a tree, you got to raise it to do the stump. But this Brux Big Daddy the only place that it is, and it is put on there by the original mod author, so it is not stolen, is the Sim Game Alliance. That's the only place that you can get it from. I will not post a link because you guys know my rules. My rules are there was only one place that I was ever that I posted links for, and that was Simply Safe Mods. Everybody else, I will just let you know where I get it from, and you guys can go from there. So there we go. And then you put this in the back, and what it'll do is it'll shoot the wood chips right in there, and you can see we're already at $17,000. $17,000. Now these little ones don't give us much. But I am getting a positive score, so it would be really nice to be able to get our level up here. Okay, so hopefully we can get to 140,000. These big ones like this one here, like you guys saw, give us like 5,500. It's really nice. Oh, maybe that one didn't. That one only gave us 2,200. So you lower it, chop the tree up. So now you understand how Fury made all his money. Now you guys are seeing it, but make sure you drive careful because remember that that saw cannot be tied down whatsoever. So now what I do want to know is, oh man, we got all the way over. All these trees can be gone. All these trees can be gone. We're going to make our loan back. I can feel it. And what is the 54 for that one? And oh, because I don't have a field yet, but I'll bet you, because this one's going to go up. Nice. It's nice to be able to get it's got to be the map, Gutterball. It's got to be the map so far because unless it was the fact simply that we had updated. Yep, there's my line there. So what we're going to do is we are going to continue our road this way just so we have a reference, guys. Okay, let's put it on dirt, and we got a reference guide here. Keep going. Now, unfortunately, I can't just go and paint until it won't let me paint anymore because I have the Paint Anywhere mod on. I put that mod in because I got really sick and tired of, like, you get to the edge of a field and you can't do anything about it because you can't paint on it because you don't own the land. And I was getting tired of having to now it says I don't have access to that, so I'm gonna chop it down anyways. We'll just get rid of it because what we're gonna do is we'll keep the road going here the same way, but we guarantee this one will have to go because it won't let us get it there. And then we know that we can plow everything this side of that. because we'll do a little experiment on that right now to make sure everything on that side of the road. Yep. Wow, it is really nice to get. I don't know. Like I said, Gutterball and I have tried everything on that. And we can't get a positive score, so we're wondering if it's the map. And it may not be, it may be. I don't know. We don't know. But as you can see, you just want to make sure you take your corners nice and easy. We'll keep going right here with our road. Oh, you saw how much that slid? That was crazy. Painting, dirt, and then we make it the same size. I always come down here a little bit. And then we go like this. Now, the Paint Anywhere mod will not let you paint over a tractor or a vehicle or a placeable. That it won't let you do. And that should be good for now. What I also want to do is I want to take this and I want to make it softer before we go crazy. I always do that on these Pioneer maps just so that we can do it. All right, so now we can go to plant. Oh, we got to go to painting. We got to paint green. You guys know how it works. Just so I can get rid of some of these. Some of these, the spray paint animation is pretty cool, I guess. It sounds like spray paint. Just keep it going like this, because I can't stand those little bushes. I'm so glad that somebody made a mod to be able to mow over them. And then we'll paint grass in when we get a chance. But right now, we're just going to... Let's see, we'll go over a little bit. So it makes it look like an uneven road. Nah, no, nah. It's driving me nuts. Aw, come on, Fury. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. All right, so let's go back to clearing this back over here. Now we can see what we got going on. We don't have to play around. And we smoothed it so it shouldn't bounce too much. Oh, you see the saw? Crazy. One of the greatest mods ever, and I'm really starting to dig this. I'm really starting to like this mobile cell point. How much easier it is for a logging map where you don't have to log, you don't have to hoss anything. Now, my son brought up a good point today. We were grilling out, and he said, technically mods are cheating. And I don't think that I use the mod per se for a cheat. This would be considered a cheat. I guess you could look at it that way. But we got a wonderful comment today from somebody that said basically that they like the channel and they joined and they're new family members. And also, guys, make sure you guys are welcoming all of our family members, to the channel. It's great. I'm hoping to be able to go. I've been thinking about a lot of it lately, and I'm thinking strongly of maybe going back and doing a few live streams. Just because it's been a while, and I want to keep up with the Joneses, if you know what I mean. Plus, it gives you guys a chance to interact with me right up front, and that's kind of cool, too. You don't always have to get me on, Hang on. Here you can't chew bubble gum and drive at the same time. I just like to have it to where I kind of do it as I'm going along so that I can see what's going on. Now, we may have to move that cell point there to maybe over here. That's what I'm thinking. But now you guys can see we are ready to go. We only got an hour in game, and look how much we've cleared already, and we got our field seeded. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Since we're right here, we'll sell this because we want this to be our field, and we are going to go containers. We're going to bring it back right here on the end. Now, it won't let me go over there. That's the end of the field, but I can go like right in here. I think I can go. That's the edge. That's the edge. I think I can drive up to it from here. I think it'll be tight. Yeah, because I think we will. I want to be able to drive up to it without having it interfere with the field. Yeah, see, it can't get over far enough. But what we can do, we can put it here. Ooh, that'll put it way up. Because remember, all of these things are not going to be here. Let's put it more in the middle so we can come through, straighten that out a little bit. There we go. Now we got it where we can drive through it and it's not in the way of our field. Now, because this is episode 2 of the game month, the last episode of the month I will play off camera, but I will not do anything that you guys can't really see. At least I'll try not to. It'll probably be just continuing to sell the trees, getting rid of those, clearing out the land like we talked about, like we're doing now. Man. All right, so I can't wait for Gutterball to see this because I am getting a positive score. As I clear my throat in your ear, I am so sorry. Look at that. It's getting a consistent 67. I don't know what it takes to move up, but there's going to be a lot of trees on this piece of property, which is good. We'll make our loan back. So let's see if we can keep going here and make us at least our $140,000 loan back. And then we'll be back out of debt again, which is exactly what this pays for. Let's see if I can leave it up and see if it works. See if I can get this to work. Oh no. Three. Yeah, it looks like the only way to get it is to have it down. Whew. Sometimes I forget that little saw's in there and I can't get a good turning radius on it. There is a mod that I'm looking for indefinitely. I've been looking for it since it was one of the only mods that I got rid of. Literally the only mod that I got rid of off of Simply Safe Mods, and it was the favorite 500 that was on there. So if any of you guys, Jerry especially, if you know where that mod is, please send me a link. Jerry, you could just message me or email the link if you find it. You had on Simply Safe Mods, you had a Fent Favorite 500 that went to 194 horsepower, which was jacked up way higher than it should be, but it was an absolutely fantastic mod. And I like it because it gives me the ability to start maps with under 200 horsepower, so you can start them, small. Nice. See something. I want to see something. See if we can back over this thing. Yep. Kind of figured we could. Whew, we only got 30 more thousand and we will have paid off our loan. Wow, 5,800 for that one. Let's see, I'm going to try to get around this again. Nice. Wow, look at us go, everybody. This is crazy. Okay, we know how this works now. Rinse and repeat. All right, and I keep it the same here. It's the only surefire way that I've ever known to be able to get rid of the sticks and everything. You know how like some map makers have the sticks in it? And this one's no exception. There we go. Yeah, now that we have the other entrance, let's clear this off again. We'll keep the road here, because what I want to do is... There. And we'll just come out a little bit more so I'm not in my field. There we go. Yeah, it won't let me go anywhere near the tractor. Yeah, see? There we go. But we just got rid of our road, which is great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, Fury. Don't drive over the crops. Don't drive over the crops. You guys know how it works. But I'm having a blast on this series. I'm having a blast, you know, in general, period, just putting out farm sim videos. Make sure you guys are voting on the... I put out something on the community page. My brother Gutterball and I need help on Two Brothers. We need to know if you got what you guys want. We put out a poll. So we, you know, it's exciting. I haven't checked it recently. Trying to get to that before we leave, that 140,000. Then you guys can actually see it. Whoops. Nice fight if Fury could drive. But isn't that awesome? Just in this little bit here, we've made 140,000. So, on a legitimate farming or logging map, you would make a lot of money this way. You would make bank. Which is why I kind of stay away from forestry maps anymore. I used to love them. But I stay away from them because the money's too easy. Even regular logging, when you're getting $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a load, it's for like 10 trees. It's, you know, you make a lot of money. Okay, a couple more trees and we will have paid our loan off. Nice, nice, nice. You guys know how it works. When Fury's saying nice, we're in good shape. Okay, so Let's do this. Let's get out here in the open. And let's go one more tree just to be sure. But you guys, as you guys can see, what I like to do when I'm clearing land is I keep it even. And I just work my way around like that till eventually it's all gone. And the reason I'm not painting the grass on that is because it will get plowed in. I'm really thinking I have to talk to Gutterball, and I'm thinking of making a potato field here because we have that awesome harvester. Making a potato field with the potato pack that I have, which is kind of neat. It has a factory to clean the potatoes and make premium. All right, so we got to do this now. You guys know how this works. All right, here we go. Repay. Done. Just like that. Just like that. Wouldn't let me. And now we're back to making money like we were before. All right. This ground is terrible uneven. But that's okay. It also might be the tractor that I'm using too. Alright, so we might make enough for a shed. If we got it, if we can get up to 50,000, I think that's the shed. But I don't want to put the shed in until Gutterball watches the video. And then I want him to place them, so I want to just get enough money here to he has at least can buy one shed. Oh, look at all those greens. That makes me happy. But like I said, it may have messed up that other map when we updated the precision farming. I don't know. This is the problem with map makers and mod authors when they do updates. I mean, they need to do the updates because it's important, but on the same token, it causes a lot of friction with games. And if you're like we are right now, almost 157 hours into St. Cali, so it's hard when you don't get a good score. Let's see where how much is his sheds that he wants. Whoops, I gotta go down to construction. There they are. All right, so 45, 60, 45, 55, the barn. These are off the Michigan. I do believe, yes. That's where what he likes. He likes these sheds. I'm gonna get enough, I think, to get 2 of them. So I would need minimum of, I got 55 there. And we'll go from there. You guys can see how much money there is in logging. Crazy. I think the most expensive one, I think, is 75,000. So. Two. Yeah, we got a ways to go yet. I don't know where the property line is, but lots of trees, lots of trees. Pretty boring episode, but we're getting some stuff. So we took out a $140,000 loan, and we paid off the $140,000 loan all in one episode. That's insane. I know if I get to, let's say, if we get to 120,000, which we're not going to, he'll have enough to buy sheds. At least a couple of them, so I can start getting my equipment put away. About 10 minutes more in game, guys, and we'll be wrapping this thing up. It looks like New Orleans is going to lose. I like forests like this, though, because it's not, I don't think it's crazy thick, but it's enough to make you some money. That is for sure. All right, so we're going to go down here. Let's get down past it for a change. You guys know how this works already. Let's go as big as we can. And go here, a little bit farther up. Keep this all the same. Wow, we just cleared all that. Isn't that nuts? Yeah, I'm just doing that so I can see what I got. Look, we cleared all this already. That is insane, insane, insane. So, by the time I come back, and you guys come back next time, we will be in October. And what we'll do is we'll make sure that I make enough money and I save my money so that Gutterball can have at least enough money to buy a couple of sheds of his choice. Oh, why is that not lowering? So I think after we get a couple of these more trees done, I think we'll be wrapped up for the episode. Almost another 100 grand. So 240,000 we made pretty much in this episode, which is insane amount of money. Think about it. Last one. All right. There we go, guys. We made it to the end of episode number 4. We cleared some trees. We got our grass seeded. We'll double check real quick on our thing. But as we run over there, you guys know how it works. Please, please, please look out for yourselves. Look out for each other. And most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share, share, share. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And let's double check our Milkaroonie. We're at 188 plus 1,381. We'll stop the time now. I will come and work off camera to finish this day up. I'll play till 5 o'clock. And then we will go to the next day. We'll sleep. And see, I've got a terraform right here. All this right here. I got to do that real quick off camera. And on that note, I love you all. I'll make this road a little bit more presentable. I'll work on some of that stuff. And when you guys come back, I will have enough money for Gutterball to buy at least 2 sheds. And he can then start building his farm the way he wants it. And that's the way we're going to do it. I just want to look real quick about how far we got to go this way. I think it opens up over here. Oh, yeah. Opens up here, but this property line is going to go way over. It's going to be huge. So I may split that into 2 fields. Yeah. We're going to keep this going right here. That's about where it is. I may split that into 2 fields so it's not one ginormous field. So on that note, guys, I will catch you all right back here tomorrow. Just be good to each other and do what you need to do to make yourselves happy. But on the same token, just enjoy Farm Sim and enjoy each other's company. And I hope to see you guys right back here tomorrow.